Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this is for you. And welcome. It's me, Wingish Nibe Majeki Kwe, your friendly, freaky ass, sweetgrass water medicine woman. Also, Christianna superstar. Oh, this beautiful divine being right here. And welcome, you beautiful divine beings. That's right here too. How goes it for you on this hump day? Well, I don't know. Is it a hump day that you're watching it? Wednesday? That's the day I'm recording it. Within Wednesday. What's going on within you? How's your within work going? Those deep dives, those self-reflections, that balancing of your male and female energies. How's that going for you? Are you able to sit still? Are you finding you can sit calmer now, or are you still having trouble being with yourself? Look, I tried to put the fire on, but it's still loading up back there. So, yeah, I would love to know. Comment, send me an email. Whatever that is for you, I would love to know how it's going. I'd love to hear from you. So, Friday, right? I'm going to keep doing this anyway, whether you say it or not. If it's helping you, that's fine. Little birdies out there, chickadees. There's a cardinal too. Beautiful. Chickadees and cardinals, if you need that. This message is for you too. I'm sharing whatever out is for you too. Oh, yeah, we got lots going on in this world, right? We begin within. That's where we need to make that difference. Because there's a big shift coming. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but I can feel it. And we get to decide, is that going to be good or bad? Are we going to flow with the changes, or are we going to hang on kicking and screaming, right? Because sometimes you do more damage hanging on than letting go, remember? The rope, so it burns your hand, so you need to let that go. Or, like a hot burner, if you don't, right? You don't remove your hand, you're going to do a lot more damage to that hand, right? Again, you can tell a hot burner, right? You touch it when it's already hot, but if it's turned up slowly, or like that frog, if you've ever gone through anything like that. Oh, I have, and I tell you, it wow, like poof. If you only feel crazy, but you're not, whatever that is, I don't know. It's like the frog. You put the frog in the boiling water, it's going to jump out. But you can put that frog in a big pot of water, put that water on the stove, and then turn it up and heat it up slowly, and that frog will be cooked before it won't even know. So that's how a lot of the invisible abuse situations go. And it's like invisible illness. Those can do the most damage, like those gases, right? So the carbon monoxide, you can't smell it, you can't taste it, you can't see it, but it's very deadly. Some of these relationships are carbon monoxide. Even more deadly. But yet, you don't see it. It's so subtle. They seem like the sweetest people to everybody else, and behind those closed doors. They're not just a wolf in sheep's clothing, because I don't want to give wolves bad names. It's bad wolves. Bad intentioned wolves. Whatever that is. Anyway, let's look at moving on her. Within Wednesdays, these are just some of the thoughts going on within me. Things clearing out and feeling good. And that's one thing. If I could share, that whatever you believe in, when you open up to that, I know from experience, it helps. No matter how deep or how dark or how much you feel like you've got nothing left. Creator is good, and if you're open to it, it'll flow into you, right? Give it up. I always give up. That's it. Always give up, right? Always give up. Give it up to source. Because we limit ourselves. So that means we can limit our solutions, we can limit our happiness, we can limit everything. We limit ourselves. We're our own worst critics and all that. So you open up. Yes. Even in the darkest night, source can see your light, right? And if we keep shining our light bright, then maybe, somebody else will too. Eventually, maybe. It works. Well, it worked for me. I don't know. Seems to be. I don't know. It's scary. It's scary. Scary. Just go, okay, I don't know what to do. I feel like there's something I have to do, but I keep getting this feeling there's nothing I have to do. Rest. Rest. There's no need to fight. Because I'm not a fighter. It doesn't go well on me. Doesn't feel good. So, I'm giving it up. Giving up the fight. I don't need to, right? The Creator fight my battles for me. How about that, right? It's much more powerful than me anyway. Oh, and isn't limited by the body. That's such good stuff, but you know that emotional stuff really wears you out. So my body is just so exhausted. There's so much pain and I'm hanging in there. Hanging in there, bringing it all together. And sometimes, you know, like we were reading in that book, you know, if you have been mistreating your body, either by what you've been feeding it with, or I've been ignoring it, pushing it for others. You know, my diet hasn't been the healthiest. You know, when you let others sway you. Whatever that is, right? So it's coming. It's coming. It's coming with all of us. We just got to open up to it. Open up. It's not about taking now, not taking. Open up to receive. And if you've been taking, maybe it's now time for you to give, right? It's up to you to find that balance. What is that balance in your life, right? That's that wisdom of gratitude, being grateful for what you got and seeing those miracles that came to you when you just opened up and just let it go and let it flow. And that's how we get those miracles to come in. That's how we tap into those potential, unlimited potentials. Open up and let that flow, and not try and guess everything, right? You can say, Creator, give me the signs so I know this for sure, but we don't chew it all to bits, right? You can ask for signs, no problem with that. Not say, oh, this specific, did I get specific, right? We don't go in the back in the restaurant and say, now, do you have all the ingredients for what you put on this menu that I could order? Right? Why would it be on the menu? Calling in all of our energies from the east, path of illumination and clarity, place of fire, place of man. Calling back all of our energies from the south, that's the place of childhood, the innocence, the waters, the emotions. And calling back all of our energies from the west, that's the earth, the physical, the woman, place of introspection. Calling back all of our energies from the north. It's the air, the mental, our wisdom mirrors. And we walk this red road. Our earth walk goes from south in childhood, right? Where sometimes we don't know when to retreat. Or sometimes we do, right? We have to go back to nap time and all that. Which they really don't do so much of anymore, now do they? We don't get a lot of resting. So sometimes, you know, when we're pushing our kids too hard, and even with these games, that can still, their bodies need to be active. So we need to maybe retreat from the screens, get out to the streams. I don't know. What is that for you? And as children, look at how persistent kids can be, right? Do we lose that? Sometimes we need to retreat. Sometimes we need to learn, right? Learn those limits and retreat. But, right, it's boundaries. It's I don't know. Get up into those wisdom years, right? Where we see if we retreat, we get more energy, usable energy. We can't just go. We need to rest and relax. Let our bodies regenerate, rejuvenate, recover, whatever that is. And that's how we get that usable energy. But if we don't retreat, it has to be a balance, right? Between activity and inactivity. You know, and even when you're not doing anything, you're still doing something. You're always. Body's always constantly working, right? And east to west is the blue road of spirit. That's the intention. We can send our intentions up, our prayers up on the smoke, whatever. We give it up, right? We intend to release this, to let source work that out. And I'm just going to, whether dive into my art, just something that is not what I've been focused on over here trying to figure out. Because I know I can't figure it out. I know it'll come to me, right? So the intention is just to, right? Sometimes we need that distraction until that answer comes in. Because the more you try and focus, the more you try and find something, the more it slips away. Oh, did you hear that? That's my special text. Okay. Woo! East to west is the blue road of spirit, right? We go to introspection. Sometimes we camouflage in, maybe somebody said to snuff out that light, whatever that is. But now it's that time to shine, time to bring that all out. Above, below, and within. And that intention, not to outshine anybody. We don't want to camouflage in there, right? Bring that introspection. We look at who we are. How have we camouflaged ourselves? How have we hidden ourselves away? Right? Like, there's a little seed. There was a little seed. This little seed dreamed of one day being a beautiful flower in a bride's bouquet. But this little seed was scared of the dark. It was scared to crack open, It was afraid to crack. Didn't want to be planted. This little seed. We watched all these other seeds being planted. Watched these flowers come up, growing. Saw them being picked. Oh, that was another thing. She didn't want to be picked, right? How could she keep growing if she got picked? Then she'd have to stop growing. Right? But then you would have to look at that. What's that moral of that story with that little seed? If that little seed never gets planted, how's that little seed going to fulfill its dream? If we don't take that action, if we don't do those required steps, and sometimes, it's going to feel uncomfortable. It's like a great big mess, but sometimes we need that. We need that. Just shake it all up, right? We got that puzzle. You want to put that puzzle together again. You got to take all those pieces. It looks like a great big mess. Dump out those pieces, but look at what comes together. So look at the beauty that comes out of that chaos. And that chaos, to us, seems chaotic, but there is so much order in that. To bring this all together, everything in our brains can't even fathom. Our teeny, minuscule little human brains can't even fathom. But isn't it nice too? Those seeds. All right. Not what you got, but what you give. New favorite song. Okay. Checking in the overalls. Ooh. Out. Right. I'm unstable in the mornings. That's right. My body is, right? Overall. Okay. Okay. Oh, I need a shower. One after this, eh? Change the rites of passage. How are you with change? Do you get so used to, it's got to be like this? Right? What if those trees never let go of their leaves? Right? What if those sunflowers never drop their seeds? What is that? What is that for you? Is there a change coming up in your life, and are you resisting it, or are you being opening to it, Is there a fear? And what is this fear? Is this that fear saying this is actually dangerous, you should not do that? Or is that fear that, oh my goodness, I could actually get what I want, or whatever, right? Or I'm going on this ride and theirs are scary, but so what is that fear? Is it that excited fear, or is it that fear that, hey, that's going to keep you safe, right? Because fear is not a bad thing, but when we got to lead it, not let it lead us. Or stop us or hold us back. So what are those changes coming up, right? All these rites of passage. Do that deep dive. See, reflect on this travel, where you've come from, those cradle boards, how far along. Where are you on this path? You the baby just learning to walk? Are you the teen, the young adult? Hey? Or are you almost, going to drop your robes and go to that other side road over there? Huh? What is that for you? We're doing those deep dives in self-reflection. Seeing all that we are, how everything has come together to refine us into these beauties that you are, that we all are. No exceptions. You can find it inside, right? There's that balance. Even those ones that I would never be like that. How could they ever do stuff like that? Blah, blah, blah. You know what? There's a story, right? We don't know upon their self-reflection. Maybe they're not doing that, right? They don't go deep enough for that. Hey, there's nothing we can do about that except for, hey, I love you and walk away. You know? I can't change it. To each their own. Whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever. And even if I can see that shit ain't working for you, it's still till you get yourself a clue. I know what I need to do. You say goodbye to you. You know, goodbye. See you later. Love ya. Long time. Way over there, though. Please now. Way over there. Because you know, we don't know everybody's stories, what they've gone through. Right? But we need to do those deep dives for our own selves and be that change we wish to see in the world. Right? How do we do that? Let's reflect on that. Let's reflect on that. We're doing those deep dive reflection of those changes. They need to happen in our lives. We need to make these little shifts. We need to open up to that too. Because if you continue to do what you've always done, then you're going to get what you've always got. Right? Nothing changes if nothing changes. But it really does. We can keep our blinders on. We can be blinded to all the changes, but the change is happening. It's happening all the time. The season's going, the world's turning. We can't stop any of that. We cannot look at it, but it doesn't mean it's not there. It doesn't go away. It's like out of sight, out of mind, right? Right? It might be out of your mind, but it doesn't mean it's not going on. Doesn't mean it's not still happening. All this stuff that happens without us seeing. We're only seeing just a little, whoa, like, you know, for the light spectrum and the vision spectrum, the different ways, the different visions, whatever. Wow, like, oh, anyways. That's why we need help tapping into those other visions, right? Tapping into those other medicines to help us get a clearer vision. Or maybe we just keep seeing this big picture. We can't see all those little details. So we need those helps to balance. It's all about balance. Okay. Oh, I'm hurting myself. And then we're reflecting where we're at in this changing time, in our changing lives. What's happening? Oh gosh, I'm really sore. Woo, 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 woo. Right? My spirit is limitless, body. It's not. We need to listen to our bodies, right? And then make those decisions that counsel fire as we're changing. What are we changing in our lives? Do we need to change a healthier diet? Do we need to get out and walk more? What is it that our body needs? We need to do those down. Deep dives to see what our body needs, right? Making decisions based on that. Whether we're going to rest, retreat, or keep working. Or do we push at this moment or do we not? Because sometimes, right, you're on that last leg of the race or whatever, right? And you got to give that last little push, right? And that's going to help you get through the race. Or you can decide that I give it up now, you know, just before you reach that finish line. So what is that? And are the decisions just about how they benefit you in your life, what you're going to get, right? How, in those relationships, do you bring what I have to offer in the relationships? Are you about what I want to get from these relationships? All your relationships, every shape and form of relationship, you know. What is it? Is it about what you offer? Do you feel resentful in relationships if you've given something and you don't even get a thank you? What is that? How do you base your decisions in your relationships? Is it about power over? I want to have power over? Or is this something that's going to be great for both of us or all of us or the family? Everybody's going to benefit from this. And hey, it might even create a ripple effect out there, right? That's where that power, it's not power over, it's that power, empower, right? Making decisions that help empower yourself and those around you. So nobody feels less than. Right? And there's going to be some. So, right, the decisions. Are we going to base decisions on because it's going to hurt this one's feelings? So then we base all our decisions around one person in the family. Everybody's got to accommodate one person. Or do we make decisions based on, well, this one's just going to have to suck it up then. Or whatever, in the most loving, gentle way, right? Because some people will just choose to be. That's how they like to. They're happy that way. Really, some people are happiest when they're complaining, right? Happier than a pig in shit. Some people like to roll around in it. Hey, to each their own, right? To each their own. To each their own. So how do you make your decisions? They're talking about your life, your decisions, the changes in your life, right? You are responsible, fully whole for your life, right? Yes. All right, and then we act from that. We make those decisions based on empowering ourselves and those around us so nobody feels less than. We make those changes based on those deep dives, what our body is saying. We need to listen to our bodies, right? Connect that spirit, not disconnect any parts of us, not separate ourselves. When we separate within ourselves, we're going to separate everyone else. No. That's enough of that. No judging others either. That's enough of that. Get off your mighty horses. There is no human being better than any other human being. We don't know anybody's stories. We all made our own decisions and our different choices, and we can always change our mind. We can always change what we're doing. It all comes from a choice inside. That's the choice we make. You know what? Even if somebody chooses to do stuff that we don't like, that we don't agree with, blah, 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 that's not our place to judge them. It's to discern. Do I want that as part of my life or not? No. Okay. Send you love way over there. Thank you. Thank you very much. Way over there. Right? Not our places to judge. Ooh, that one burns my butt. Really does. No place, any human being to judge any other human being, because no human being is perfect. No human being. Right? Pluck the log out of thine own eye before pointing out the twig in another's. That's right. That's right. That's right. No human. Right? Even ones that have that title of judge and whatever, right? Well, they've got the job. So, it's still, they're human beings, and that doesn't mean they make the right judgments. That's a big one for me, and it was when I was a kid, too. That was the thing my mother got crazy onto. Being judged. To each their own. Right? So let's laugh at ourselves, because, hey, we might judge somebody else and then turn around and go, oh, I did that. I judged them for doing that. I went, and then look at that. Did it myself. Oh, my gosh. I was pointing out that twig, and look at this big flippin' log in my eye. Let me laugh at that. Let's not be hard on ourselves. Gentle, right? Laughter is the best medicine. So go out and laugh. Build up that power. Help you make those decisions where it's not going to be, right? Where it's going to be that light and laughter, that love. And so let's change. And we don't need to be so heavy on ourselves. It doesn't need to be so hard. We can be gentle, right? So that's today. Now, four. Humor and opposites. We've always thought we had to work hard. Push this body. Well, the body only goes so far. That spirit is limitless. Physical body, no. And when we stress and we push it, like some things are good, right? We need to push our bodies to those limits. That's how we strengthen them. Even building muscles, they're tearing and ripping and tearing to build a little bit more. So there needs to be. But we don't keep pushing. We need to do that with gentleness. So let's laugh that we have to, right? We work out and then we can't move the next day. We're pushing it too hard, trying to get there faster, but it's only, you can't. It's only going to go as fast as it's going to go, right? And laugh at ourselves because we're trying to force that seed to grow. Giving it more water, we end up drowning it. So let's be gentle with ourselves. Be gentle, okay? Because we want to push these bodies. All right, we're working so hard. Let's get to a retirement that we pushed our bodies. There's nothing left there to even enjoy in retirement, right? So let's look at ourselves, how we've gotten this all friggin' backwards. Let's find that empower. Let's find that love and let everything trickle out from there. It's not about accumulation. It's not about, okay, I got to accumulate this all and now, right? When we say we got to get everything and then something to share that with, that comes from the inside. Things given from the inside, gifts of love, come from the heart. Those things cannot be taken away. Anything physical on the outside can be taken away from you. All this stuff that we build, that empower inside, that can't be taken from you. They may try. Ha ha ha. You can laugh, right? Oh, it may seem to you like I'm so devastated, but inside here, I know. Oh, something good's coming. So I'm dancing, and you might see this out here, right? Because, well, hey, I don't want you to attack me anymore, so I don't want you to see how happy I am. Whatever that is for you. I don't know. What's for you? What's for you? We're going to go up here at the top here to wisdom. That's where we're splitting her today. Up at the wisdom, right? That release, we're giving it away. Giving away all that maybe we believed and we fell for before. Giving away and releasing the ideals that we held of somebody when they weren't, that's not what they chose to be. We might be able to see their potentials and whatever, but a person chooses for themselves how they're going to be. So we need to release and how. We need to release how we see somebody. Release and being open to seeing, whoa, they're truly who they're choosing to be. Not who they could be, but who they're choosing to be and who they continue to choose to be. So we need to release this need. The release, give away that thing that we can change people, or we're just hanging in, or it's just that, or, you know, we really need to look at, especially sometimes in some unhealthy relationships. We give them excuses and we base decisions. Everything we make in these decisions is about how this one's going to respond to that. That's not a healthy relationship, right? We fool ourselves by thinking that, oh yeah, that passion is strong and heart is powerful, so he really loves me because, right? But it's not. True love is gentle. True love is gentle. Love is gentle. It's not harsh. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't force you into anything. Right? And they say true, it's blind. Well, it's not blind. No. It sees very clearly. It sees very clearly. Ouch. Oh my goodness. This is hurting me. Oh. Whoop. Whoop-a-poop-a-doop-a-doo. Hold it up. No. Oh gosh, that's so hurting. Got to my EEG coming up on Thursday. So sleep deprived one. I can't sleep. They got my number. Just keep calling me. If you're up all night, keep calling me. I'm not supposed to sleep for 24 hours before I go in. EEG transmutation. That's how we release. We give up. We give up the way we've always seen somebody. We just want to see them in this light, you know. Because this is how they are. Because, right? Oh, this was the beginning. And sometimes we see that, especially in relationships, when everything was so, oh, it seemed so beautiful and magical at the start. Oh, this is the one. And then slowly, shit comes out, right? Because some of these characters, it's like character studies. They can really play the part, and they could give some of the greatest actors out there a run for their money. That's for sure. And they can do character studies, and they're so patient. So just because somebody has put in the time, no matter how much time that is, right, doesn't mean that that's exactly what it is, right? We need to transmute those poisons and see through it. Sometimes a snake is a sleazy snake, and it's not that snake that's going to help. It's that snake that's going to bite you, right? It's that snake that says, can I share your rock, and then eats you. Whatever that is, right? I'm not saying snakes are bad, right? They're shedding those skin. There's lots of great snake medicines out there. So, but it's looking at that for yourself and releasing the way we'd like to see our deals, you know, taking off, and here you go, take my rose-colored glasses, whatever that is, whatever color they are, whatever color you like to see the world in, right? Release that and see as they are. As they are. See them as they are, as they choose to be. Not as we want them to be, not as we hope they would be, as they are, as they choose to be. Everyone chooses for themselves. We can't change that. Can't change anybody. Can't fix anybody. It's not our jobs. And we're not into relationships to be each other's counselors and stuff like that. Support and love. But, you know, make sure you're going to somebody else for your therapy. Okay? You handle your own within work that was there long before I came along, right? And I'll take care of my shit that was long before you came along. And I'm not going to put it on you, right? We're going to wipe our own asses. Watch for those skid marks. I love you all. Okay, this one's flopping out here. Deep dive, self-talk. That's the grandmothers. Oh, intuition, infinity within the grandmothers. That's that moon card. We can always tap into that and see that expression, right? And doing those deep dives. What needs to change? What's the wisdom in that? What have I learned from these changes that I've already gone through? Right? And how can I tune into it and make these when I look back on that reflection, hindsight's 2020. Now, how can I make this foresight? How can I tune into that intuition? Because maybe I've lived by instinct, right? And instinct keeps us alive. Intuition, a little bit different, right? Because intuition might lead us into something that we're fearing, but it's actually good for us, right? So, an instinct keeps you, fear is out of there, right? Instinct keeps you away from that fear. Maybe. I don't know. But tap into that inner wisdom, intuition, that infinity within you, limitless, right? The changes, the beautiful being that you are, all these things, the potentials of what you could do with all those poisons that you were given to transmute, right? Right? And it wasn't about you opened up to accept them or receive them. You had to, right? Sometimes we had to take these poisons, but we can transmute them, right? With deep dives, we can change the way we look at that, right? That's the power. We can make decisions based on our intuition, not based on our programming, what was stamped into our baby brains, right? So look at that. Do you get in touch with that, right? What is that? Power Lodge of the Pipes, Wise Priestess, energizing others, right? You can take what you've learned and how you transmuted those poisons and share with others just by your being. See, she's not out there telling them what to do. She's sitting there in that silence, connecting. That's an example for the kids out there, right? And they're doing that too, and they're practicing, right? And they're sharing, and they're all connected, and we're all connected like that. And that's how we can energize others. Even we can't be with them, we can send out that love, like moms with our kids. I can send out that love in those prayers and keep them wrapped in my prayers and ask for her to help and have the source wrap around them too. And I can use this and go, how is this empowering me in these decisions now, right? To go get all devastated, that's not going to help. That's not what my children need. They don't need a devastated mother. They don't need a mother falling apart. They don't need to feel like they're got to be responsible for their mother and put their mother together, or that they're too much for their mother. And what a horrible thing to make a child feel they're too much for their mom. That their mom can't handle them. There's nothing to do with them. Excuse me. Woo-hoo! So those decisions and those other ones, right there, speak to you directly. Are you making decisions in best interest of my children? Or any children? You think you're helping children out if you trash one of their parents? If you trying to make them forget one of their parents? Or if you, whatever it is. So whatever it is, do you think that's really helpful to a child? Because no matter what, that other parent's still half of them. You trash that parent, you're trashing half that child. Well, how do you think that child's going to feel? How did you feel? Did that ever happen to you? Take a look back. All right, do that deep dive reflection of when you were a child. We need to stay in touch with that, right? Okay, then we're taking that action with gentleness and laugh at ourselves. Humor, laughing at ourselves, being gentle on ourselves, not being harsh on ourselves or anybody else. Right, there we go. That's the manifestation, the harvest. I'm going to turn this up this time so I remember. I'll look at it after. That's how we get that harvest. We laugh, the manifestation, the wheel of fortune. 'Tis the season, the harvest. We think that we don't have a harvest. We've all had seeds planted. And we all got something to harvest. We've all got abundance to share. We've all got love to share. We've all got beautiful spirits. What is that? Tap into yours. This is what we're doing. What are you harvesting today? Laughing, harvesting some jokes, being gentle. Right? Energizing others, thinking of how and what we can do for others, right? Doing that complete immersion. There we go. Complete immersion. The vision quest fulfilled. That's the hangman in the traditional deck. And here it's a reflection of the change. This is a 12. There's a reflection. So what have we changed, and how did that complete that vision? See, and she's looking in there. The water's still murky, but when that water settles, are you patient enough to wait till you get that clear vision? Or we try to go right away, right? And then we mess up the reflection even more, because as you're going in that water, right? Stirs up that water more. We sit, we get in tune. Tapped in, tuned in, and turned on. That's right. Tap in, tune in, and turn yourself on to the source. Right? To that source. Releasing, right? Giving up. Hey, and even that prayers. Releasing. If we're hanging on to our prayers and what we want, we're not even putting it out there. We're not. Right? So let's go cultural illusion. Here we go. That goes with the Hayoka too. Laughing at ourselves too. If we keep praying and wishing, but we never, ever, ever put it out there. Right? Because it does. Yes, Creator, Almighty Source, but Creator works through us humans too, right? Remember that story? Oh, it's been a while since I told that, right? Flood's coming. And okay, one guy said in his house, he's not leaving his house. I'm gonna wait for God to save me, right? They're saying the radio, they're evacuating the cities and all that. And he gets somebody driving up in a car. Whatever it is, knock on the door. Come on, we gotta evacuate the city. It's flooding. We gotta get to higher ground. And the person says, no, I'm waiting for God to save me. Right? The waters keep coming in, and now it's filled up the basement, the full first floor of the house, and person's up on the second floor, and a boat comes up, taps on his window. Says, come on, jump in the boat. We're heading to higher ground. It's water not stopping, and almost everybody's in town, so come on, we'll take you with us. No, I'm waiting for God to save me. Then, of course, the waters come up, and he's up on the roof, and another boat. This is the last boat, the absolute last boat. Come with us. We got to get to higher ground. No, I'm waiting for God to save me. And then the waters come up, and a man drowns, and he's up at the pearly gates. Man, woman, whatever. This person's up at the pearly gates and says to God, why didn't you save me? God says, I sent you 3 boats. So, we need to release the way we think that it's going to happen and transmute that, and get out of our own way. We need to get out of our own way and laugh at ourselves and see, we thought it was going to turn out this way. Oh my gosh, really? Those 3 boats, that was you? Oh, silly me, right? What do we, because do we get fixed on what it's going to look like, right? We get this ideal in our head that this is what it's going to look like, and I know my prayers aren't answered till it looks like this. Let's release that. Release that and open up to that possibilities, because we limit ourselves. Right? We're in these skins. We got to shed those skins to get into the bigger possibilities of what could be. And Spirit here is working with us. We need to open up to receive that and trust. If you can trust in your source, the Creator, the one that made you, whatever you believe that to be. Imagine how great your life could be if you opened up to that unlimited potential. Wow. Oh, I love your lights already. Look at it, I can see it shining bright. Wow, yes. Keep it shining. Amp it up. Love it. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes. Thank you for being you, shining your light through in everything you do. Dang right, this world needs you. Accept it and go be you like only you can. Love yous. Thank you.